Hello, Soapers, and welcome back once again to our daily soap. Today we're reading Psalm 88. And as you read today, what verse or verses did God use to speak to you today? For me, it was verses 10 through 12. And just kind of pausing here, in the past, I've normally picked like one verse. In the Psalms, I found, particularly in this round of the Psalms, it's been really difficult to find just one verse. There's usually a section of verses that God has been using to speak to me. But today he really spoke to me through verses 10 through 12, which says, "Soon it will be too late. Of what use are your miracles when I am in the grave? How can I praise you then? Can those in the grave declare your loving kindness? Can they proclaim your faithfulness? Can the darkness spread the word of your miracles? Can anyone in the land of forgetfulness talk about your help?" My observation is, this is a psalm of personal lament. The psalmist seeks God's deliverance so that he can declare God's glory on this side of the grave. My application is, sometimes we must pray through affliction and uncertainty. When God appears absent or unresponsive and our feelings lead us to despair, our faith in God's character and past actions must push us forward. And, just kind of a little commentary on that is, y'all know that I've had recently some difficult months, and there were times where God did not feel present, where he didn't feel responsive to my prayers. And it was during those times that I kind of learned he is there. Even though he doesn't respond, doesn't mean that he's absent. He was always there. And as I kept praying through those situations and crying out for his help, he spoke to me. I felt his presence in a rich and powerful way. But, I could have easily gone the other way. And this isn't a celebration of me and what I did, but I just felt the need to continue to pray to God, even though there were times I felt like he wasn't listening. But God is always listening to us. He is always present with us. In times of difficulty, we can lose sight of that. So we have to hold on to his promises in those times in the Word. And so my prayer is, Lord, help me to remember your past faithfulness to me so that I might know that you are carrying me through any present troubles. Amen. This is my soap today. Love to hear yours. You can use the comment section below the video. Love reading those comments. Sometimes I only get to respond with a thumbs up, but it's just such a blessing to me to hear how God is speaking to you all. And I want you to know that when I pick my Bible up in the day, I'm praying for you guys and gals who are out there, that as you pick up God's words, you're able to slow down and hear him speak to you as you read his word. I want to encourage you, if you've fallen behind, that's okay. These videos and the emails will be archived. You can come back at any time. All of this is self-paced, but just know that you're being prayed for. I'm so glad you were able to join us today. Tomorrow we'll be looking at Psalm 89. I hope that you'll be able to join us for that as we begin to wrap up our time, this quick walk in the Psalms. But as we close this time together today, would you join me in a word of prayer? Let's pray. Lord, there are times in our lives when you do feel distant, you feel far away, you feel unresponsive to our prayers. But Father, your word promises us that you are always with us, even when we feel that that is not the case. Father, help us to claim that promise. And even in the most difficult of times, when it feels like you're not hearing our prayers, Father, grant us the faith and the strength to continue to pray until we hear from you again. Father, thank you for your great love for us, a love that is never based on anything we say or do, but Father, you just love us because we are your children. And because we are your children, you are always present with us and there to hear us. Father, thank you for this time together. I pray your blessings on everyone in this S.O.A.P community, that they are able to slow down enough to pick up your word and to hear you clearly speak to them. And most importantly, as we all do that together, that our lives are being changed into someone a little bit more like Christ today and every day. Amen. So glad you were able to join us today. Now go out, have a great day. Be blessed, but be a blessing to someone else. See you all tomorrow.